guys, welcome to Ambient Chaos. I'm Ashley.
I'm Kyle.
And we're here to just talk about life, parenting, Christian values, and the hot mess that sometimes we go through.
Oh yeah. I quit my job to decide I wanted to do YouTube. So I know that I just started getting stuff set up, but what have you wanted to support in this? Why do you think it's all right to do?
I think it's good that you are happy because it outflows to the rest of the household when you're happy, especially being the head of the household, and then it trickles down all through everybody.
We tried YouTube before. We made a little skit. It was forced, it was awkward.
It was really awkward.
Yeah. So,
but I think that it's because we didn't know what we were doing, and you did a lot more research this time around.
yeah.
And then we didn't do hardly any research. We had terrible lighting at that place.
Sat in the kitchen.
It was it was bad.
Yeah.
I think even the kids felt like terrible to be like, oh yeah, it was so good, guys.
It was awkward. It's still out there too, floating around. This time I wanted to actually put some effort into this.
I think there's a lot to that as well, especially with the kids, because they see you as the person that goes to work, works hard for all of the things that they have, and then if you come home and you're not working,
That stops.
then what is it that they're seeing? So if they're seeing you working here throughout the day and setting up the YouTube channel, and they're seeing the progress as opposed to just sitting and like playing video games or watching TV.
Success comes in different ways because, you know, I have 3 degrees, got multiple certifications, but like obviously isn't producing an income. What it's produced is just like emotional stability, which has been far more in the last, you know, I've only been a bum for what?
You're not a bum.
48 I've been a bum for 48 hours now, so.
But you've done more in 48 hours with the YouTube channel and getting everything set up. You would have even been able to do while at work because you didn't have the time. So my biggest concerns with YouTube and you quitting your job and then pursuing something that is so far out of reach financially. So, you know, you're going to start YouTube and start posting videos, but it does not generate an income. We are going to start posting videos, but it doesn't generate an income right off the bat. No. It takes time and dedication and hard work and consistency. And I think that was one of my biggest fears. You're devoting this time into it, and then we're doing the videos, but it's not producing an income. So you don't necessarily see the fruit of your labor on the forefront of it. It takes time. But I think that's good to show the kids too, is that hard work eventually pays off.
Kids have seen, you know, like the trip to Best Buy lately, and then a lot of my job is to solve everybody else's problems. What's broke, you're trying to help them work through their issues and their problems and give them the best, you know, work environment that they can be in. And then you come home and then you're tapped out. You know, like you solved everybody else's issues all day or their problems.
So what are you gonna do all day tomorrow? It's your third day.
Edit. But I wanted to do it with you, something that we build, and I think that's neat. Why YouTube? I think it's like YouTube gives you the creativity. I like to fix things. I like to build things. I've asked myself, like, what am I good at? And I can't ever answer it. I'm like a jack of all trades.
Master of none.
And master of nothing, yeah. I can fix everything just enough so it doesn't break. And I think that's why I gravitated towards the YouTube a couple years ago. You know, the idea is interesting, but it's not a realistic idea for a 9-to-5 unless you have like some crazy grind technique. We have 5 children. We have activities throughout the week. Just to sit down and try to learn how to do something like this, I would look at somebody and think they're crazy.
Especially on top of a 9-to-5. What do you think might be some pitfalls that we experience or some hurdles that we have as we go through this?
I think the hurdles would be is I'm not technologically advanced.
Well, I got you.
Yeah, so you're the one with the IT degree. That would most likely be my biggest hurdle, and then I get frustrated. I tried to record a video already and like I froze up because you were in the room. Like I think that's when I realized I wanted to do YouTube with you, because when I'm trying to talk to a camera, I feel like a crazy person. I'm 35 years old and I'm talking to a camera in our bedroom. Like, that's weird. So.
And you made me put on headphones.
Yep. Because I didn't want you to listen to me. Because it's like you get this idea, you know, you're a grown man, like get a real job. I don't know. I don't know. I think I just kind of reached a breaking point where it's like, all right, I'm gonna give this a shot.
But the nice thing about what we're doing, though, is that you're not just talking to yourself. We're talking to each other, and we're able to bond over the conversations that we're going to have and that we plan to talk about with content.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to connect with them in whatever way we end up connecting with them. And so it's not like a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I even think when you do it solo, it's not either, but it just provides a different dynamic.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of wanted this to be our first video. That, you know, it's gonna have like 0 or 5 watchers. But
don't say that. Don't say that. That's negative.
We have a wild story. We have 5 kids. We like NASCAR. You crochet. I do forging. We live our life in a way that's like so.
It's content ready.
Yeah,
is what it is.
I think that's a good way to put it. It's content ready.
Mm-hmm. We live our life in a way that can be appealing to a wide variety of viewers. We have a lot of different hobbies that we can reach people, but yet also insert biblical principles or parenting principles or all of the things that we want to base our foundation of the channel on.
When I was thinking about quitting my job, I'm going to forfeit an income, but at the same time sacrifice my sanity half the time. And so I went into our oldest's room. I talked to him like the same way I'm talking to you. And I told him like the details of like what was going on at work, and I'm like, what would you do? And he like started talking about like finances a little bit. He stopped and he's like, well, you can come to my bowling tomorrow and I can show you my curveball. And at that moment I was like, I'm done, I quit. Like, it's just, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna figure this out. And then since then, it's just been a joy.
You don't get those life moments back when you miss them. But I think it's important to be grateful for the position that we're in and the ability to do this. Most people, they don't have that. And so they're not able to enjoy those moments that they might miss.
I'm not setting out to create a YouTube channel on how to do YouTube. But this channel is going to be more designed for husband and wife, or just anybody really, singles, funny conversation, or just storytelling from a male and female perspective, a husband-wife perspective. And I think when you add the two together, I mean, it's like, you know, the Bible says one flesh, you get the full picture of a story. When I threw the bologna sandwich or peanut butter sandwich, when I got mad and I threw the bologna sandwich on the floor and it flung off.
On the floor?
Yeah, see?
On the floor.
So this is where the perspective changes.
We threw it on the floor, okay.
And it slid off the plate. It was supposed to go to the floor, and then,
It just happened to like defy all laws of physics and come through the air at my face.
It hit you in the chest. So see, that's where you get the perspective of the story, and and we have so much of that we've had in the last decade, and so I wanted to bring that to life, and I wanted to do that with YouTube. I'm quitting. We're doing YouTube. We're in our mid-30s.
I think what worried me the most is that you would be very excited, right? You're going to go through your phases of initial excitement, and then you might get stagnant with it. I think that's my biggest concern, is that the initial excitement and adrenaline rush is going to fade. We're
going to replay this when we get to video 100. This will be a clip
true.
on video 100. I'm going to put this as a clip.
Okay, but it is true that, you know, you maybe will hit some hurdles and you'll want to just go back to work. I think my other concern is that the lifestyle around here during the day will inhibit what you're doing.
Yeah, because so the viewers would know, is we homeschool our 5 kids too. So we have a busy household.
And the 2-year-old that runs around, he likes to hang out with you when you're home. The kids like to play video games when you're home. And so it kind of changes the dynamic when you're home, because in the past you've only been home on the weekends. And so they know what they're able to do on the weekends with Dad home as opposed to during the week with school. So the separation between school time during the day, Dad comes home, so that separation is gone. And I think just adjusting to that is going to take time.
Does this feel irresponsible?
Oh, very. I think that's what's so alluring about it, is that it's irresponsible, but yet we're able to do it.
Yeah.
We're able to still pay our bills and just
Budget
have fun.
heavily.
Budget heavily. We have to find ways to have fun.
So the irresponsibility is teaching more responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something.
That's a clever one there. Did you notice how unhappy I was? Probably
Yes.
what, the last 2 years? Yeah.
Absolutely. It's been more than 2 years though. I think it's been since you've been in safety.
Yeah.
Especially at your final assignment before we moved here. You could start to see it wearing on you and wearing on your health, physical health, mental health. That it's just not a career field that suits.
My hillbilly personality.
Yeah, well, you're not a hillbilly. The lifestyle that you want and the moments that you want from your life.
Mm-hmm.
Going to work in a cubicle, you're not going to get those.
Yeah.
And it's sad to think how many people are stuck in that position and they can't get out of it. So here are my questions for you. Why did you pick YouTube specifically? Why not something else, like some other platform, or maybe just some other hobby that you have?
Because YouTube's kind of untamed. It's like wild almost. Like you can get on and you search anything and you can learn anything. And I'm just intrigued by the dynamic, because you can be laying in bed and you have a thought and then you're like, I'm gonna make a video about that. It's cool, it's interesting. It's not like your daily conversations. That is what pulls me to this.
What if this fails?
I think I have to say it's not.
Okay.
Because if I think it's gonna fail, then it's gonna fail. I'm gonna just keep going. I think right now the headspace has gotta be it'll work. Working in the career field I've worked in for the last 10 years and having conversations with people, you go down to somebody's workspace that's not an executive or a high level person, and they're real people, and you have a real conversation with them. You talk about real things without the filters, without all the worry.
Why do you think that gets lost as you work up into a company?
You can't convince me that those people, that genre of people, are like that at home. But I don't know what happens in life in that aspect where people become disconnected so much. You do an activity over and over again, you get numb to it. So like maybe these people talk to people so much, they just get numb to natural conversation. To circle back to that first question, that's what pulled me into this. Is I'm good at having all those conversations with people. I've always been good at it. I have to be good at it in what I do, because you can't not be good at it or you'll never get anything done or fixed. Mm-hmm. That was an interesting question right there. Let us know in the comments if you ever sat somewhere where you kind of feel like the outsider because you're the only person using your brain at the moment. I know everybody wants to be heard. Nobody wants to listen. So
Yeah.
if people like the content, they'll naturally flow to it. And if they don't, they don't.
How many times do you feel more obligated to like and subscribe to a channel if they say like and subscribe?
I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I've
I think that says enough.
I've never watched a video and someone's like and subscribe if you want to see more
yes,
content.
I will.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I will.
I'm really excited to start seeing that grow and seeing the community grow, because then we can interact with the people. And the people that like and subscribe to the channel are going to be people that are interested in whatever the topics are, and then we can ask them and interact with them about maybe what they want to see, and
Have conversation.
Yes, you almost create a natural circle of influence amongst each other, as opposed to it being forced.
Nasty comments, because that's always the negative side of YouTube, is like,
Who do you think is going to get...
I'll get a negative comment 100% first, because I just speak off the cuff. So
But you're also the one that quit your job.
yeah, so that would be the first negative comment. Like, what a loser. He's got kids and he's not even gonna work. Yeah. So, but that's fine.
Just in case anybody is wondering, our kids are fed.
Everything's fine. Everything's under control. Oh man. You see all
Everything's
these
good.
books I've spent too much money on because somebody's got book buying problem. You know, there's going to be ones that we might have to turn the cameras off and cut it early because, you know, we don't always have. I feel like we conversate well.
Where is this going? We don't know. What?
But, you know, sometimes we conversate into a disagreement.
Oh, okay.
You know, so.
My mind went somewhere else.
I don't know where, but. Oh my goodness, you said turn the cameras off. You dork.
Sorry.
So,
I don't know if we'll have to edit that out.
I don't know. I probably won't because like
What, no filter?
it's no filter. I mean, we're both Christians. We go to church.
We promise for PG rated content.
There's going to be conversations that are like adult level conversations. Right. You know, like when it gets into certain relationship conversations. If you like our content, stick around, see what comes next. I'm Kyle.
I'm Ashley. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, this is not the piece we planned. It's beautiful and bonkers with tiny tyrants in command who shout their little yonkers. We pray for grace and patience and a minute's sweet release. This crazy, blessed, wonderful, chaotic masterpiece.